I never thought I'd end up in a situation like this, and if you told me back then that this man, this nice, quiet man from the dating app, was about to turn my whole life upside down, I would have laughed in your face. But here we are. It started simple. We met on Hinge. He looked normal, like regular guy normal. Short hair, soft smile, gray hoodie. No gym pics, no weird filters, no flexing with cars. Just a man, standing in his kitchen. I thought, oh thank God, a grown-up. He messaged first, said something like, "You look like you give warm hugs." I smiled. We talked. He was kind, funny, a little mysterious, but not in a creepy way, in a hurt but healing kind of way. I was hooked. After a couple days, I offered to text. I said, "Hey, want to switch to iMessage or WhatsApp?" And he goes, I actually lost my phone plan. My ex shut everything down. Long story. So we kept messaging on Gmail, like actual Gmail, in 2023. But I told myself, he's just going through it. Maybe he's rebuilding. People go through stuff. So I kept talking to him. Then, out of the blue, he asked if I wanted to meet up, just coffee, real casual. I said sure. We picked this little spot near a Trader Joe's, nothing fancy, just safe. I got there first, sat at a booth near the window, watched the time tick by, 5 minutes, 10, 20. At 47 minutes, I stood up to leave, and that's when he walked in. He looked so tired, like someone who hadn't slept in days, eyes puffy, hoodie too big. But he smiled and said, "I knew you'd still be here. You're not like the others." And I melted. God help me, I stayed. We ordered pizza. He asked for anchovies, said it was a test of authenticity. I didn't get it, but I laughed anyway. Then he says, "I don't eat meat, only fish. Fish don't have souls, not like animals do." And I blinked, like, what? He told me this whole story about growing up on a farm where they slaughtered chickens and how it traumatized him. He spoke so softly but with this coldness, like he'd seen things he couldn't unsee, and the way he looked at me, like I was safe, like I was his safe place, and that's how they get you. That was just the first night, the first weird conversation, the first flag, but I missed it, or ignored it, and what came next? Who? I'll tell you in part 2.